So welcome dear students, welcome to the online maths class. Today we are going to discuss about Cartesian product and relations and matrix. Okay. So what is a Cartesian product? Okay. Suppose you have got two sets A. Suppose A is equal to 1, 2, 3 and another set say B which contains the elements A and B. B is the set AB. Now, when I speak about Cartesian product of the sets A and B, it means it is denoted by A cross B. A cross B is how we form this Cartesian product. We take one element from A, the first set A, and make pair with all elements of B, like this 1A, 1B. Then we take another element, say 2. Then make pair with all elements of B, 2B. Then another elements 3, 3A, 3. Okay. So this is the Cartesian product A cross B. Now this type of symbols 1A, what do we call them? Actually we call them ordered pairs. We call them ordered pairs. This is not a new concept to you. You got it in your coordinates. Okay, when we write coordinate of a point, say xy. Okay, we write it this way. This is the x coordinate and this is the y coordinate. Okay, if I say that coordinate of a point xy is equal to 1, 2, what does it mean? It means value of x is 1 and value of y is 2. This is the concept of ordered pair. Okay, whenever I say an ordered pair AB, then here the first element of the ordered pair is called the first component. Okay, and the second element is called the second component. It's called the second component. And if I say that two ordered pairs are equal, say two ordered pairs AB is and CD are equal, it means the first component is equal to the first component, A is equal to C, and the second component is equal to the second component. Implies that implied by. If AB is equal to CD, then A is equal to C, B is equal to D. And conversely, if A is equal to C, B is equal to D, then AB is equal to CD. Ordered pair AB is equal to the ordered pair CD. Okay. So this is about ordered pair. Now we again go to Cartesian product. So what is the Cartesian product? Cartesian product of two sets A and B is defined as Cartesian product of two sets A and B is defined as D is defined as A cross B. Cartesian product of A and B is denoted by A cross B and is defined as A cross B as the collection of all the ordered pairs AB such that the first component belongs to the first set and the second component belongs to the second set. All such collections is called Cartesian product of A cross B. Now you think, suppose the set A has m elements and the set B has n elements. Okay, then how many elements will be there in A cross B? Okay, in this example you see A has 3 elements and B has 2 elements. Okay, for each element in A we are getting 2 elements because there are 2 elements in B and there are 3 elements in A, so in total we are getting 3 into 2, that is 6 elements. So if a set A has m elements and the set B has n elements, then their Cartesian product A cross B will have mn elements. Okay, note it. If a set A has m elements and the set B has n elements, then their Cartesian product A cross B will have mn elements. M into n, mn elements. Okay. In this case, there are 6 elements. A has 3 elements, B has 2 elements, A cross B has 6 elements. Okay, you note it. Now, Cartesian product can also be represented graphically. Okay, we can represent Cartesian product of two sets by graph. Okay, suppose the set A is say 2 3, 4. And the set B 1, 5. Okay, will represent A cross B graphically. Okay, for this let us draw a rough sketch. This is a rough sketch. We put the elements of A along x-axis. Elements of A along x-axis 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So elements of A are not one is not there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So elements of A are 2, 3, and 4. So along x-axis, and elements of B along y-axis. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now what is across B? Let us find across B first. Across B is 2, 1, 2, 5. Then 3, 1, 3, 5. Then 4, 1, 4, 5. Okay. Now you put the elements on the graph. First element is 2, 1. Just like coordinates, you want to put it there. Along x-axis there is 2, along y-axis is 1. So 2, 1 will be here. Then 2, 5. 2, 5. Okay, this is 2, 5. Alright? 2, 5. Okay. Then 3, 1, 3, 5. Then 4, 1, 4, 5. So these are the 6 elements. I have plotted them on graph paper, just like you plot in coordinates. Okay. So this is the graphical representation of A cross B. You may write the points also. 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1. Alright. Then 2, 5, 3, 5, 4, 5. Alright. Nothing else to do. This is the graphical representation of A cross B. Next, let us do one more problem and we will leave Cartesian product. Example. Okay. What is the example? If A is equal to 4, 5, 7, 4, 5, 7, B is equal to 2, 4, and C is equal to 2, 3, 7. 2, 3, 7. Okay. Show that A cross B union C is equal to A cross B union A cross C. Number 2, A cross B intersection C is equal to A cross B intersection A cross C. We have to put this. Solution. Number 1, we have to find on left hand side A cross B union C. So to find left hand side we have to find first B union C. So what is B union C? B union C, union means what? Combining the elements 2, 4. So this will be 2, 3, 4, 7. 2, 3, 4, 7. Then we find left hand side. Left hand side is what? A cross B union C. We have to take cross product of A with B union C. So this will be equal to, first component will come from the elements of A and second component will come from the elements of B union C. So we make the order pairs. A is 4, 5, 7. First make pair with 4. So there will be 4, 2, 4, 3, 4 4 and 4 7. Then it 5 5 2 5 3 5 4 and 5 7. Then 7 7 2 7 3 7 2 7 3 7 4 and 7 7. So this is our left hand side. Alright. How many elements are there? 3 into 4. 12 elements should be there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yes, it's correct. Okay. Next, to find right hand side, we have to find A cross B. A cross B. This is A 4, 5, 7 and this is B 2, 4. So A cross B will be 4, 2, 4, 4. Then 5, 2, 5, 4. Then 7, 2, 7, 4. Right? Then we have to find what? A cross C. A cross C. On the right hand side there is A cross B and union A cross C. This is A and this is C. 4, 2, 4, 3, 4, 7. 4, 2, 4, 3, 4, 7. Then 5, 2, 5, 3, 5, 7. 5, 2, 5, 3, 5, 7. Then 7, 2, 7, 3, 7, 7. 7, 2, 7, 3 and 7, 7. Okay. Now we can find A cross B union right hand side. Right hand side is equal to A cross B union A cross C. Alright. So take the union. That is, you have to combine the elements. We take the elements of A cross B first. 4, 2, 4, 4, 5, 2, 5, 4, 7, 2, 7, 4. Okay. Now we take the extra elements from A cross C. 4, 2 already taken. 4, 3. 4, 3 is not there. So we take 4, 3. Then 4, 7. Is there 4, 7? No. So take 4, 7. Then 5, 2. Yes, 5, 2 is there. 5, 3. No, 5, 3 is not there. So take 5, 3. Then take 5, 7. 7, 2 is there. Alright. 7, 3 and 7, 7 are to be taken. 7, 3, 7, 7. Okay. How many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, now compare. Okay, they are the same. Left hand and right hand are the same. Therefore, left hand side is equal to the right hand side. Alright. So we have shown the result. Now, to find the second, first of all, let us find B intersection C. B intersection C. Intersection means what? Intersection means common. So what is common in B and C? Only 2 is common. So B intersection C is 2. Now we find A cross B intersection C. A cross B intersection C. You have to take cross product A and B intersection C. So what is A? 4. B intersection C is 2. So this will be 4, 2, 5, 2 and 7, 2. This is our left hand side. A cross B intersection C. Now, to find the right hand side, we have to find A cross B and A cross C. Then to find A cross B intersection A cross C. What is in common? Okay, 4, 2 is common, 5, 2 is common, 7, 2 is common. So, 4, 2, 5, 2, 7, 2. Thus, left hand side is equal to right hand side. Okay? Next question. A and B are two sets. A and B are two sets such that A cross B consists of 6 elements. A cross B consists of 6 elements. Okay? If 3 elements of A cross B are, if 3 elements of A cross B are 1 3 2 5 1 3 2 5 and 3 3 3 3. Okay. Find the remaining elements of A cross B. Find the remaining elements of A cross B. So what is the question? Here it is said that A cross B has 6 elements. Out of those 6 elements, we are given 3 elements, 1 3 2 5 and 3 3. 1 3 2 5 and 3 3. Okay. We have to find the remaining elements of A cross B. That is the remaining 3 elements of A cross B. Okay. So A cross B has how many elements? 6 elements. So can you guess how many elements are there in A and in B? Okay. There may be 1 cross 6 equal to 6, 2 into 3 is equal to 6, 6 into 1 is equal to 6, 3 into 2 is equal to 6. So probable number of elements of A is 1, 2, 6 or 3. And probable number of B is 6, 3, 1 or 2. Let us find how many elements are there. From the ordered pairs, we know that in an ordered pair, in A cross B, the first element comes from A and the second element comes from B. Okay? তোমরা বুঝতে পারছো সংজ্ঞা মতে যে কি হয় একটা অর্ডার পেয়ারের প্রথম এলিমেন্টটা কোনখান থেকে আসে A সেট থেকে আসে সেকেন্ড এলিমেন্টটা B সেট থেকে আসে so what will you do we will collect all the first components and those will be elements of A confirmed therefore A solution here A is equal to first component, collect the first component গুলোকে collect করে নাও 1, 2, 3. So we found that A has 3 elements. Okay, this may be the combination. And second elements are from B. What are the second elements? 3 and 5. Okay. So 3 into 6. আমরা কি দেখলাম A সেটে 3টা এলিমেন্ট আছে, B সেটে 2টা এলিমেন্ট আছে। 3 into 2 is equal to 6. মিলে যাচ্ছে হিসাব। So this is our A and this is our B. Now we can find the remaining elements of A cross B. So what will be the elements of A cross B? 1, 3, 1, 5. 1, 3 is given. Therefore, remaining elements are 1, 3, 1, 5. 1, 3 is given, so 1, 5. Okay. Then 2, 3, 2, 5. 2, 5 is given, so 2, 3. Then 3, 3, 3, 5. 3, 3 is given, so remaining element is 3, 5. Thus we found the remaining 3 elements of A cross B. Next, we are going to discuss about relations. Relations between two sets. What does a relation between two sets mean? What is a relation? Okay. Suppose your name is Amal. Amal goes to school and he finds a friend Bimal there. Okay? So Amal belongs to a family. Amal to কোনো একটা পরিবার থেকে এসেছে. Suppose Amal A পরিবার থেকে এসেছে. Suppose A comes from Amal comes from this family. Okay? And Bimal comes from this family, the B family. When both of them go to school for the first time, they became friends. So there develops a relation between them, the relation of friendship. So Amol and Bimol became friends. Okay, Amol belongs to this set, Bimol belongs to this set. There may be some other elements in these two sets. There may be a sister of Amol, sister A, father of Amol, father A, mother of Amol, mother A. There may be brother of Bimol, brother B, father of Bimol, we denote this by father B, mother of Bimol by mother B. But these remaining elements do not come to the relation. Only Amol and Bimol come under the relation. So first thing is clear that the elements of a relation are nothing but elements of the two sets. Okay, we form a relation by ordered pair. Okay, this way. When I say Amol is related to Bimol, we write it in this way: ordered pair Amol comma Bimol. It means Amol is related to Bimol. And first component of the ordered pair comes from the first set, and second component of the ordered pair comes from the second set. Okay? So there is a relation of friendship from A to B, and under that relation, Amol and Bimol are related. Okay. From this whole set, only Amol and Bimol comes, no other element comes to this set. First thing. Second question is, suppose this is an empty house and this is your house. Okay. Will you be interested to form a relation with the empty house? Okay. Can there be a relation with an empty house? Is it possible? To whom you will develop the relation? So, in a relation, the sets concerned should be non-empty. Okay? You cannot form relation between empty sets. So, the sets involved in a relation must be non-empty sets. Okay? Next, such type of ordered pairs. Where do we find such type of ordered pairs? We know such type of ordered pairs belongs to the Cartesian product across B. So, considering all these points, now we can define a relation from a set A to a set B. Okay. So, what will be the definition? A relation, definition, a relation from a non-empty set A to a non-empty set B, non-empty set B is a subset of the Cartesian product A cross B, of the Cartesian product A cross B. Suppose A is the set 1, 2, 3 and B is the set A, B, C. Okay? And a relation R from A to B is defined as R is equal to 1A, 2B, 3A, 3C. Okay. So, what do you observe? All these elements are elements of A cross B. So, clearly R is a subset of A cross B. So, any relation from A to B is a subset of A cross B. Okay. And the sets concerned should be non-empty. Okay. The first component of the ordered pair belong to the first set, second component of the ordered pair belong to the second set. Now comes two terms, domain, codomain and range of a relation. Domain, codomain and range of a relation. What do we mean by domain of a relation? So, domain of, let me write the domain of R. Domain of R. ডোমেইন ইজ নাথিং বাট দ্য কালেকশন অফ অল দ্য ফার্স্ট কম্পোনেন্টস। একটা রিলেশনে যে ফার্স্ট কম্পোনেন্টগুলো থাকবে সেগুলোকে তুমি কালেক্ট করে নিয়ে একটা সেট বানিয়ে দাও, সেই সেটটাই হবে তোমার ডোমেইন অফ দ্য রিলেশন। ঠিক আছে? তো হোয়াট আর দ্য ফার্স্ট কম্পোনেন্টস হিয়ার? ইউ হ্যাভ টু কালেক্ট দ্য ফার্স্ট কম্পোনেন্টস A1, 2, 3. Alright? So domain of the relation is 1, 2, 3. There may be some extra elements also, say 4. There may be some extra elements also, say D. And what is the range of the relation? Range of R. Just like domain, range is the collection of all the second components. If you collect the second components from the ordered pairs in a relation, you will get the range of the relation. So what are the range here? A, B, C. Okay. So this is the domain of the relation, this is the range of the relation, and you may call this as the codomain of the relation. The set B is called the codomain of the relation. This is the codomain of the relation. So we got idea about domain, range, and codomain of a relation. One more definition is there. Inverse relation or inverse of a relation. How to write inverse of a relation? Suppose our relation R is 1A, 2B, 3C. Okay. So R inverse is denoted by R to the power minus 1. Inverse of a relation is denoted by R to the power minus 1. Okay. Inverse relation of R is R to the power minus 1, and we read it as R inverse. So what will be the R inverse? We just interchange the components. 1 A1 B2 C3. তুমি ফার্স্ট কম্পোনেন্ট এবং সেকেন্ড কম্পোনেন্ট গুলো জায়গা পরিবর্তন করে দাও, তাহলে তুমি পাবে আর ইনভার্স। ওকে, আর এ যে ফার্স্ট অর্ডার পেয়ার গুলো থাকবে সেই অর্ডার পেয়ারে তুমি ফার্স্ট কম্পোনেন্ট সেকেন্ড কম্পোনেন্ট ইন্টারচেঞ্জ করে দাও, দেন ইউ উইল গেট আর ইনভার্স। সো দিস ইজ আওয়ার আর ইনভার্স। ওকে, if R is a relation from A to B, then R inverse is a relation from B to A. R is a relation from A to B, R inverse is a relation from B to A. Okay. These are the related terms of a relation. Okay. Let us do some examples. Let A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And B is equal to 1, 3, 5. Okay. 1, 3, 5. Write down R as the set of ordered pairs. Write down R as the set of, this is an example, ordered pairs, as the set of ordered pairs. If the relation R from A to B is defined by, if the relation R from A to B is defined by what? X is less than Y. X is less than Y. Okay. State the domain and range of the relation. State the domain and range of the relation Also find R inverse. Okay. So A is the set 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. B is the set 1, 3, 5. And the relation from A to B is defined by X is less than Y. That is, if you form an ordered pair XY in the relation, the first component should be less than the second component. This is the condition for relation. Then you are to find the domain of the relation and the range of the relation. You are also to find inverse of the relation. Okay. First of all, let us form the relation. Here, R is equal to X is less than Y. Okay. If we take 1 as Y, is there any element in A which is less than 1? আমরা যদি 1 কে y এর ভ্যালু হিসাবে নেই তাহলে x টা y থেকে ছোট হতে হবে। তো আমার a সেটে 1 থেকে ছোট কোনো এলিমেন্ট আছে নাকি? নেই। তাহলে 1 কে কোনো অর্ডার পেয়ার হবে না। 1 কে সেকেন্ড কম্পোনেন্ট হিসাবে নিয়ে কোনো অর্ডার পেয়ার হবে না। If we take 2 as second component, is there any element? Sorry, no, 2 is there. If we take 3 as the second component, is there any element less than 3? Yes, there are 1 and 2. So 3 will form ordered pair with 1 and 2. Okay. Then there remains 5. If we take 5 as the second component, okay, we can take 1, 2, 3, 4 as the value of x here. So there will be 1, 5, 2, 5, 3, 5, and 4, 5. And there will not be any more elements. So this is our relation. Now we have to find the domain and range of the relation. What are the domain of the relation? Domain of R, or else we can write domain within bracket R. So what is domain? Domain is the collection of all the first components. So you collect the first components 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is the domain of the relation. And what is the range? Range of R. Range is the collection of second components. So what are the second components here? 3, 5. Okay. Then you are to find R inverse. How to find R inverse? You are to interchange the first component and second component. So 1, 3 will be 3, 1, 3, 1, then 3, 2, then 5, 1, then 5, 2, then 5, 3, then 5. So this is our R inverse. This is the inverse relation. Alright? Okay. Next, you take the notes. R inverse of the inverse is equal to R. That means inverse of the inverse of an element of a relation is the relation itself. Okay, তুমি যদি কোনো একটা রিলেশনের দুইবার ইনভার্স নিয়ে নাও তাহলে তুমি অরিজিনাল রিলেশনটা পেয়ে যাবে। ঠিক আছে, ইনভার্স অফ দ্য ইনভার্স অফ এ রিলেশন ইজ দ্য রিলেশন itself. Alright? Next, if n of A is equal to P, n of B is equal to Q, then we can define a total of 2 to the power PQ numbers of relations from the set A to the set B. Suppose your A set has P elements and B set has Q elements. Then the question is, how many relations can we define from the set A to the set B? So what is a relation? A relation is a subset of the Cartesian product A cross B. So there will be as many numbers of relations as the number of subsets in A cross B. So the set A has P elements and the set B has Q elements. So clearly A cross B will have PQ number of elements and the number of subsets of PQ will be 2 to the power n means 2 to the power PQ. So we will get 2 to the power PQ number of relations from A to B. And this is the note here. If n of A is equal to P, that means if A has n P elements, n of B is equal to Q, if B has Q elements, then we can define a total of 2 to the power PQ number of relations from the set A to the set B. Okay? Note it. Then arrow diagram, representation of a relation by arrow diagram. Okay? How can we represent a relation by arrow diagram? Suppose we have a relation from the set A to the set B. The set A has 3 elements A, B, C and the set B has 4 elements 1, 2, 3, 4. And the relation R from set A to B is defined as A1, A2, B1, C3. That means the element A is related to 1 and 2. You see here I used an arrow to show that A is related to 1, A is related to 2, B is related to 1, C is related to 3. This is the arrow diagram. Okay? Arrow diagram representation of a relation. Alright. Next, let us solve a problem. That is from your NCERT book. In a figure, the figure shows, question is like this, the figure shows, what does the figure show? A relationship between the sets P and Q. A relationship between the sets P and Q. Right? How does the relation? Write this number 1 in set builder form. In set builder form, and number 2 in roster form. So this is the relation as defined in the question. So what is the set P? The set P consists of 5, 6, 7, 5, 6, 7, and the set Q consists of 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5. The element 5 is related to 3, 6 is related to 4, 7 is related to 5. Okay. So this is the question. We are to represent this by set builder method and by roster method. Okay. To make the answer easy, let us do number 2 first. Okay. So in roster method, the relation R is 5 is related to 3. This is the roster form. 6 is related to 4 and 7 is related to 5. This is the roster form. Now we are supposed to describe the relation by set builder method. Okay? In set builder method, as we have discussed, what we do? We give a general representation, then we describe its characteristics. Okay? So set builder method. R, what is R here? R is an ordered pair XY. Now we are to describe X and Y. Clearly X comes from the set P and Y comes from the set Q, such that, or else you can comma, better you use comma, such that, what is the relation between X and Y? As you see here, Y equal to X minus 2, Y equal to X minus 2. So this is the relation in set builder method. Okay, and this completes our relation chapter. These are your homeworks. You go through all these homeworks from class book. You are to do exercise 1.1, question number 25, 26, 28. From NCERT, exercise 2.1, you are to do all. Exercise 2.2, you are to do all. Okay, thank you. In our next video, we will discuss about method.